Hey everybody, Phil Strazula from Next Wave Hire back with another Whiteboard Wednesday and debunking what I think is one of the biggest myths in talent acquisition and hopefully giving you some good news. So here's the headline. SEO doesn't matter for talent acquisition, for HR, and hopefully that's good news because now you don't have to focus on it. Here's why. So this myth starts off because everybody quotes this whole 300 million job searches start on Google every single month. So there's tons of people searching for things like Boston sales jobs on Google every single month. So here's the problem. Put something like that into Google right now, and what you're gonna find is probably some ads, then you're gonna find like 5 listings by Indeed, you're gonna find Google Jobs, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Monster, Career Builder. You're not gonna see any company there. And why is that? Because these companies have built a business on ranking for those queries. And they're really good at SEO, and an individual company is almost never gonna beat them. So there are a lot of candidates to be had through SEO, but it's through what we would call a branded search query. So for example, putting the actual brand of the company into the query for, in this example, IBM sales jobs as opposed to Boston sales jobs. And in this case, IBM's gonna rank probably 1, 2, 3, and then you're gonna get Indeed, Google, LinkedIn, etc. So IBM, in order to do this, doesn't really have to do much because Google knows that that user is specifically searching for IBM jobs, so they're going to serve up that website as long as IBM does some really basic stuff around their title tags, making sure their jobs are searchable, stuff like that. So here's kind of why SEO doesn't matter for talent acquisition. It's not a good idea to focus on ranking for queries like this, and these queries are super easy to rank for. Let's look at some data. So a lot of vendors talk about how they can help out with SEO, and I emailed probably 10 or 15 of these vendors. I was like, hey, how do you guys do it? Because here's the way I understand the world, prove me wrong. And one of those vendors actually sent me case study data. They're like, hey, here's how we help companies out. And I was like, awesome. They gave me the Google Analytics for 3 Fortune 500 companies that they work with. And what I found is that it's total BS. These companies are not driving any ROI through non-branded search queries. Here's the data. So 3 companies, company 1, 2, 3, we de-identified them for obvious reasons. Here's kind of their Google Analytics in terms of applicants. So these companies are getting hundreds of thousands of applicants. They're really big companies. And they are getting applicants through SEO. For this company, they get 112,000 applicants, 11,000 through SEO. So it's about a 10% ratio. So they're getting a lot, but almost all of these applicants are coming from branded queries. So if we strike out this branded SEO and the applicants that it drives, and we just look at non-branded SEO, this company is getting 684 applicants per year through non-branded SEO. This company is getting 83, and this is a Fortune 500 company getting 83 applicants through non-branded SEO, and they're paying a vendor to drive search traffic. If you know anything about SEO, you know that these companies have a huge advantage relative to everybody else because they have a lot of domain authority just because they are big companies, get a lot of link backs, a lot of PR. And so these companies have a huge advantage. And if anybody was going to drive a lot of applicants, it would be these guys. But instead, they're driving 0.6, 0.3, 3% of total applicants through SEO. So that's why this stuff doesn't matter for talent acquisition. There probably are 30 or 50 companies out there that are driving significant applicants through non-branded SEO, but there's 30 million companies in the US. 30 of them are doing this correctly. There's a really small minority of companies doing it, and so don't focus on this. Focus on your social media strategy, your increasing conversion rates on your career site, talent communities, all this low-hanging fruit that actually will drive ROI. Again, Phil Strazula with Next Wave Hire. Thanks a lot for checking out our Whiteboard Wednesday series.